What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is early in the morning. Hair looks like shit. But today is a sad day, but happy day. Miata's leaving today. She's going to the body shop. As you can see, we're gonna get her ready. It's pretty early in the morning. Sun's, of course, been up for a second, but it's still early. Gotta move the motorcycle and shit out of the way. Back her out, let her warm up. Luckily, it's only a couple minute drive to the body shop, so that's cool. But she's all ready. She's been ready, so hopefully everything is good. And yeah, let's get her to the body shop. All right, so what's going on? As you saw in the last clip, we dropped off the red car. I didn't record much of it because I kind of just talked to the dude and left. It's only a couple minutes away, so it was whatever. So they are fixing the red car right now. He gave me an update and said it should be done mid next week. So I'm gonna guess around the Wednesday mark, which is great news. So it took them basically just a little over, well, I don't have it yet clearly, but they said it's basically just gonna take them a little over a week, which is fine by me. I'm super cool with it. I'm super excited to have the car back. So it's there getting fixed. I figured out some issues also while driving it. I need to bleed the clutch again. It's not leaking anything. I checked the reservoir, I checked the ground, there's no spots, but I just think that I just didn't bleed the clutch fully last time or something. So I gotta bleed the clutch because it's a little squishy. But I really don't have much going on, but we got some stuff in, and I got something I want to show you. It has to do with crazy carts. As you guys know, it's basically just a regular cart with upgraded caster or upgraded rear wheels. They're hella muddy right now. We rode it yesterday. It has an upgraded battery and an upgraded controller on it. So from the original 24 volt, we are now overvolting it to a 36 volt to gain a little more top speed, gain a lot more bottom end torque, just to make the cart way more fun to drive. But we got something, I got something that we're going to be doing to this. So let me grab it real quick. As you guys can see, I got an absolute unit of a fresh ass cart. This is a 2014 model. I'm pretty sure that's either, I think it's a 12. My brother's is a 14. We've had a lot of luck finding the 14s, and the 14s just their motors seem to last the longest. But I'm not gonna be doing that. My buddy Jeremy, I actually haven't showed you guys his carts yet, but I really should do a video on all of our carts and stuff, because we got a pretty big group of crazy carters. But this cart, oh, Jack's borrowing my seat if I didn't say that. It's on that cart right now. His is broken, but I'll get that seat back or whatever I end up doing with it. But this cart is for a big motor swap. We're planning to go big power on this. Jeremy already actually has a cart with the motor either I'm gonna go with, or we're gonna go 1,000 watts. He's at a 500 watt, I think, 30 or 48 volt, I think it is, with a bigger battery and everything. Probably around 4 to 5 mile per hour higher top speed. But he's working on gearing and cooling right now to try to get that set up perfect. So I'm either thinking of going that or going 1,000 watt, depending on if he can figure out that gearing. But this is what this cart's gonna be used for. That cart's I'll tell you about that in a second. But this cart's gonna be used for, well, just stay as is, basically. I might sell it in the future, or I might just keep it for other people to ride, since we always have more people that wanna ride with us. And we always need extra carts, literally always need extra carts. So I might just keep it. But you guys can take a look. Like, there's some scratches and some shit from like the previous owners, but like the corners of this, like nothing's bent. There's a little tiny bit of shit coming up right here from the pegs, but the pegs I'll be taking off. Fuck pegs, I don't run them on this cart. He doesn't run them on that cart. But like, it's super fresh, super clean. There's no big dents, no big wall drags on the back or nothing. I'm guessing these are the original rear casters, the wheels.
and those are still in really, really good shape if we had anybody that ever needed to use them. So like this is a really good base, really clean, and it's just super clean. So I'm super hyped on that because this one has been absolutely beat to hell. So let's actually go ahead and just show you how much this one's beat. So this was owned by someone I knew before me actually, and he rode it pretty hard. Didn't come with rear wheels or anything on that, if you guys remember. So we did all that, but I don't know if you can see, but the steering wheel's bent downwards, like super hard. You can see it up there, like where all that creasing is. Like this top of the steering wheel has absolutely been destroyed. All the siding of this has been absolutely destroyed. That got pushed in a good 2 inches. That's pretty bad. Jeremy, if you know, he's helped me, been on the channel before. His Miata is actually the original video on this channel. We were just crazy karting. We're probably going like 20 miles an hour, like up the sweeper of the abandoned track that we make videos at. But he like pushed me around like the sweeper going up, the one that you saw Jack and I like coming down and around, doing like 360s down. And if you notice, there's like tires sitting around the track, of course, because it's an old go-kart track, and they use them as like bumpers basically on the side of the track for keeping people from going over, getting hurt from running into a wall. But they have angle irons sticking out of the ground that you bolt the tires to. Of course, the one that he accidentally pushed me into didn't have the tire on it, and it literally stopped me. We're probably going 20-ish mile an hour, stopped me immediately and just threw me off the cart. Like I just like bounced off the cart, landed on a tire, so I didn't get hurt at all. I hit like my arm on the ground a tiny bit, so it like scraped it like a little bit, but I literally like didn't like drag it on the ground or anything. So it didn't hurt. The cart took all the damage. It's just funny as hell because everyone says it's like some of the worst they've seen on a crazy kart. But yeah, it's just like hella bent up, and wheels are hella old, and just like everything. The thing's been beat. So I was thinking just like getting a fresh base since they are relatively cheap, and just going from there to make something cool, like custom. So yeah, I mean, of course, at the end of it, like I'm still kind of like, I can't really do too much to them. Like we thought about putting XL seats on these. We've thought about like doing all this, but like I gotta fit it in this thing for now. So like XL seats gotta wait until I get my next car. Oh, besides that, which is really cool, I told you guys I was gonna show you about that, or tell you about that later and tell you the plans. Bigger motor, 500 watt. We're probably gonna go 20 amp hour, 48 volt battery, depending on if he figures that out. It might go 1,000 watt possibly, which we need to build custom forks for, which is not a big deal because Jeremy actually works in a machine shop and he knows what he's doing for the most part with all that stuff. So we could get that sorted pretty easily. It's all just gonna really depend on timing and if he figures out the 500 watt, because the 500 watt is plenty of power on these little carts. If we could get the torque down a lot, because it just rips through these tires. Like we go through tire recession and it just sucks. But like the 500 watts plenty fast. It gets up to like 24 mile an hour, something like that. But we're gonna try to gear it to get a little more top speed, but a lot less torque at the bottom end, so it doesn't absolutely destroy tires. Or just a lot less torque entirely, so you just don't spin through every corner. So when we figure that out, that'll be the deciding factor of whether I go 500. But they're actually going to start making kits. Jeremy and somebody else is teaming up. So whenever that gets announced, I'll probably make some videos on it, show you guys it, show you what it's about. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. Priced reasonably well. So actually more information on that in the future. But today, people have been absolutely dying to get. They found a few of these in stock and could only order one per person, but they snagged motherfucking 2 sets, you know what I'm saying? the black casters. As this video is out, I think Razor is actually back in stock with these now, so go cop them if you haven't. These are the same wheels that I've been running on this cart for literally as long as I've had this cart, for like 8 months or so, or however long it's been, and literally are still rideable. Like, I still whip these things every single day, get them hot as shit. Like, and the overall size of them have definitely went down, but like not that much smaller. If you like really look at it, it's not that crazy. I do need to tighten that, I just realized that. This is loose. So, I'm actually gonna go ahead and throw these black wheels on to Jack's cart for him, since he installed my forks for me when he accidentally broke my forks on my original cart, which of course isn't a big deal, they've been replaced. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw them on just for this video because I don't have like much else to do. So, and show you, because he's been wanting these wheels for a fat minute. Of course, like everybody wants these wheels. So we're gonna go ahead and throw them on, so as soon as he comes home, he can just hop on them. These wheels are almost cooked anyway. They're starting to crack. So yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate it. All right, so let's just get his cart down, get it upside down, and just start popping them off. It's literally 2 bolts, so. Got one on, it's pretty simple. We just went ahead and popped off the, kind of like an axle bolt. It might be called an axle bolt, I don't know. Fucking thing that goes in between here. And then you just slide the wheel, or just literally push it out, slide the wheel in, get the 2 washers in between it, tighten it back on, and you get this. If you try to put this in one of the sides, if you try like the axle bolt thing itself, if you try to put this in the skinny side that's just a circle, it ain't gonna fit. You gotta put the square side, clearly. But there you go, tighten those up, and then you're good to go. Yeah, freshies that look hella good with a black cart on. That's also another thing that I'm super hyped. My new cart has black casters, and this cart has the old ass gray casters. But pretty simple. Those wheels are literally the best wheels you can get, period. I don't care what anybody says, they last the longest. The only issue is like one of them seemed to pop out of like the bearing, but like I just pressed it over like with my hand, and like you can get it back over it, but like that's after like 8 months of riding. So for $25, there's, just in my opinion and all of my friends' opinions, there's literally not a better wheel that you can get from Razor. So just go ahead and copy these if you're looking for wheels for your regular. It's the thing to do. I know it was a pretty simple video. Nothing too interesting was happening, but I did want to get something out for this week. Since we are coming to the end of the week, I need to upload. But yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know. If you're excited for the big power crazy cart build, also let me know, because I know a lot of you guys actually like the crazy carts. I would like to do videos on like Jeremy's crazy cart. I'm sure he'd be down for it, or even the other 500 watt or 1000 watts that we know that have them. So I'm sure you guys would be super interested in that. And then down the road, I can show you guys how to do it whenever I go 500 watt or whatever I do on my cart. But yeah, keep rambling on. That's it. Peace out.